Hey everybody, welcome. It's Andrew Ainsworth Golf Academy. As always, a very warm welcome. Thanks for tuning in and watching the video today. Some product review to do from one of my favorite companies, Mizuno or Mizuno. What are we going to call them? Let's call them Mizuno. So what I got in this week was a couple of demo clubs in the new Hot Metal Pro. We'll flash up some images and some videos as we talk about these clubs. This is from the JPX 919 series, which was released last year, and the hot metal iron has been very successful, very powerful, some very fast ball speeds off it. Then we had the 919 Forge and the 919 Tour. So there's a real story to tell there, sort of blade, something in the middle, player's cavity back, all out cavity back, and now we've got the Pro. I've got one here. I say we'll flash up some really nice pictures of it for you. Think of this club as the 919 Hot Metal that's kind of been on a bit of a diet, and it's lost a few pounds and it's slimmed down a bit. Basically, it's a smaller profile. I'm going to flash up. They've done a really good graphic on their website here, a comparison between the Hot Metal Pro and the Hot Metal. I'll just read a few numbers out as you're having a look at it. So this is a 7-iron comparison between the two. We've got less offset, as you can see on there, the top number, but the lofts are the same at 30 degrees. Top line on the Hot Metal is 7.6 mil, and on the Pro, we're looking at 7 mil top line. So remember, this is being aimed at more of a player's iron, and generalizing a little bit here, and this will probably get some comments, but generally speaking, better players like to have a smaller head, not always, don't take offense by what I'm saying here, but the players' irons generally have less offset, thinner top edge, smaller profile. Now that's not to say that you have to be a low handicap player to hit this iron. I'll explain a bit more about that. But they've gone down this traditional smaller route. The bounce angle on the bottom of the club, 2.5 degrees in your normal Hot Metal and 1.5 in the Pro. So everything's been kind of tweaked and sort of made a bit smaller. Same performance I think we're going to see as the Hot Metal. Obviously smaller, more workable, player's profile. This is what Mizuno is saying. We've still got the chromoly 4140M material, okay, on the face. That is really trying to produce multiple thicknesses across the face, but also very fast ball speeds. So we will have a look at some ball speeds today on GC2. I've got this fitted with an NS Pro Modus shaft, a 120 inner stiff. It's 114 grams, and it's a mid-launching shaft, and I've got it in a standard length, standard lie, standard grip. So what remains is for us to get in the hitting area, hit some shots, and see how this JPX 919 Hot Metal Pro looks and performs, and see if it might be a club that you're interested in this year. Interesting story on the price on this. Again, I'll save that for when we've hit a few balls, and we'll tell you a little bit about the price. So come on, let's go hit some, eh? Okay, everybody, we've made it to the hitting area. Let's give this its full title. It's got a really long name, actually, when you give it its full title. It's the Mizuno JPX 919 Hot Metal Pro. I think we'll just call it Hot Metal Pro. Everyone will know what we're talking about. So as I said, we got 7-iron, we got the Pro Modus Tour shaft in here. I've got chrome soft balls down on the deck. I've set GC2 up. I've got 170 yards. People quite rightly comment on my videos, and I encourage you all to comment, and some people get quite annoyed because I'm talking ball speed on GC2. Now, I don't have HMT, head measurement technology, so GC2 does guesstimate club speed, and arguments as to how accurate that might be. So from now on in the videos, so I don't cause any more annoyance to certain people who watch them, we're going to look at ball speed. Ball speed, club speed, you know, does it matter which one we look at? So we'll look at ball speed today. GC2 without HMT does measure ball speed much more accurately than club speed, I'm told. So let's do that, because we don't want to annoy anyone, do we? As much as we can avoid that. So 7-iron, let's get in and hit a couple. Chrome soft balls, I think I've told you that. Let's go. Oh my word, I've just tugged that a fraction to start with, but So I've just missed the grip. I'm going to leave that in to look at. I know I've pulled it, but what a strike. That felt really, so remember these clubs are not forged. You know, they are this chromoly, which is quite a soft material. But it did feel really good off the face. Ball speed, 119 miles an hour, 170 carry. Now I did pull it a little bit, didn't I? So that generally inflates yardage. Backspin rate around about 5,000 from a 16.5 degree launch. Remember, it's 30 degrees of loft this, and I'm a pretty low ball launcher, but bad shot for direction, but strike felt quite something. Let's go again. Now that's right at it, folks. That felt brilliant. Middled that one. That's a more true reflection, I think, on yardage. Looks like it's a 164 carry. Let's bring up the data. Excuse my coffee wheeziness. Still recovering from a bout of flu, which I don't recommend you get. It's not nice. 164 carry, 115 ball speed, 5,400 revs of spin. Quite a nice number. Launches up a little bit at 18 degrees. First reactions to this club, I absolutely love it. Visually for me, I love the compactness of it. I love the thinner top edge. I like the less offset on the club. It does, this is not criticising it, but it does make a funny noise. I wonder if the mic will pick this up. Just listen without, I'm not going to hit a ball. Just listen to the noise as the club kind of comes through. I don't know if it'll pick up here, but I can only presume it's something to do. If you look in the back of the club here, there's a gap there, and there's like little fins, and I'm just wondering if it's the air passing over the head there, which gives it sometimes this slightly peculiar noise. I think you get used to it, but I found that on the hot metal as well, first time I hit it. So hit some more. It's a fun club, this. I'm loving it. Again, now we open the whole can of worms. We have the whole forge to cast argument. Can you feel the difference between forged clubs and non-forged clubs? I'm not even going to go down that route. If you can tell the difference and you like the feel of a forged club, good for you. For me personally, it makes very little odds. This still feels super soft to me. Is that something to do with the ball or the face or a combination of the both? Who knows? But that's a debate which will rage forevermore, this soft feeling forged. So if you like that feel, then you carry on with it. Pretty good. That'll hit target. Slightly pulled. 15, 20 feet left of the flag. Might just push the yardage up a little bit. Looks like a 169. So again, we've got 3 shots here to have a little chat about. Should maybe hit some more, but 3 gives us a fairly good idea. Ball speed, not club speed, averaging 118 miles an hour. Launches have been variable. 16.6, 18.3, 15.3, averaging around about 17. Remember, that's me. Spin rate at 52, 58. It's not bad for a modern iron, that. Remember, a lot of these modern golf clubs are very low spinning. So they hit the ball a heck of a long way, but you can't stop them. But I feel there's enough spin on that to control the ball on landing. Peak height is 29, descent angle's 44, and I've averaged 167 carry. Excellent. Now, lovely golf club. Let's tell you a bit about the price. This is the thing that surprised me a little bit. Considering, let's tell you, go back a step. Hot metal in its standard form, 919. At my academy here, I would sell full custom fit of those. 40 pitching wedge. Remember, Mizuno will give you an option of any shaft, any grip at one price. But those would retail here at £799 for 7 irons. As you go into the forged, JPX forged 919s and the tours, they go to £899. And you can kind of justify that extra £100 because you're going from a non-forged to a forged material. and we know that making golf clubs out of forged material is a more expensive process, so quite rightly they're a bit more expensive. Now these are not forged, but these are $8.99, so they're £100 more than the hot metal. I'm guessing they're made out of the same material, but just a slightly different design. So I'm just kind of wondering how Mizuno are justifying the extra £100 from the standard set. Maybe it's just to differentiate between the two, but I don't know about that. Maybe it's just, you know, I realise golf clubs with all manufacturers have got more expensive due to manufacturing costs, whatever, excuse me, swings in currencies, or just generally things in the world being a bit more expensive. But anyway, that does surprise me that they're £100 more than the standard set. Besides that, I have no other criticisms of this iron, only good things to say. I think if you're in the market for a very, very forgiving iron that looks fantastic, then this certainly should be a club you should go and check out. As always, you need to get fitted. Do not go and buy these off the shelves, because you'd be very lucky if you get the right spec just buying them off the shelf. Go and get a fitting at a fitting centre. Look at the shaft options, because there are many. Look at the grip options. Get the lies checked. Get the lengths checked. Look at how you put a set together. Thanks very much for watching the video. If you haven't subscribed, do me a massive favour. Click on that button down there. Give the video a thumbs up. And I'll be back soon with some more reviews. All the best. Bye for now.